Hello, everyone. Cheryl Arkle. What are you reading? It's Thursday. It's 2 p.m. Well, it's 2 p.m. in Sydney. Welcome to What Are You Reading? You know how it works. I tell you what we're reading. You tell us what you're reading. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to Better Reading, our most popular segment every week. But I've got some news for you. This is our last segment for the year. So this is our last What Are You Reading segment for the year. Next Wednesday night is the Christmas party where you are invited. Now, we're going to talk about that a bit later once we get more people on. But this is our segment. You tell us what you're reading. We'll tell you what we're reading. It's Cheryl Arkle. Jane Tara's not with me today, but I think I can pull this off on my own. What do you reckon? Okay, shall I get started? This is a brick of a book, but a book that everyone has been waiting for. Diana Gabaldon, Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. This is the 9th in the Outlander series. I know that you're all talking about it. I know so many of you want this book for Christmas because I see it in comments. And I hope you all get it for Christmas and it's a brick. It's going to keep you very busy right throughout January. Okay, I don't think it's a one-sit read, but for most of you, it's only a couple of days, I guess. So this is Better Reading. This is What Are You Reading? This is what we're reading. We've got so many books today. And remember, it's our last segment for the year, our last What Are You Reading segment for the year. Now, let me tell you about the Christmas party. Dex, what have we got happening with the Christmas party? We've got authors. We're going to have... So the Christmas party is going to be like this format. It's going to be Jane and I and some guest authors. So some of the authors that are joining us, drum roll, some of the authors that are joining us for the Christmas party are Anna Downs. You know her, the author of Shadow House, right? Candice Fox is joining us, the author of The Chase and many books. Chris Hammer, author of Treasure and Dirt, and the others, of course, the other books. Monica McInerney is joining us, author of The Godmother, and Tim Aleph is joining us. I think there's a couple more, but these are the ones that we've kind of got in place for the moment. So that's next Wednesday, the 15th of December at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Now, as well as our wonderful guest authors, we have got prizes to give away. We are going to be giving away 10 $100 vouchers. Now, you can enter today, right now, or after this segment. Don't leave this segment yet. You can enter after this segment to win a $100 big gift voucher. Now, Dex has put that in comments, the link. All you have to do is click on your link and enter the competition. Okay, so welcome, everybody. This is Cheryl Arkle. This is What Are You Reading? There is so many of you there. Caroline says, hi, Cheryl, lovely to see you. I really enjoyed Kate Lambrook last night. She was so interesting and so honest. I didn't want it to finish. She was wonderful. Isn't she just raw? And what you see is what you get. We love Kate, and it was a really good segment last night. I don't know, have I got Kate's book? Can someone pass me Kate's book so we can hold that up? All right, let's see if we've got a copy in the office, or maybe Dex can put it up there for us. Hi, Helen. She says, hi, Cheryl. I'm reading Magpie's Bend and loving it. Wynne says, hi. Hi, Wynne. Hi, Tracy. Tracy's still reading The Tea Ladies of St. Jude's Hospital. Judy is reading Still by Matt Nable. Wonderful book. I really... there was something about that book that I found very quiet, yet a good crime story. Hi, Christine. Monica can't wait to get she can't wait for the Diana Gabaldon book. Yes. Christine says, Cheryl, hope you're well. I am well, actually. Guess what? I had my booster shot. I had my 3rd shot today. I was eligible this morning, so I happened to walk past a chemist, and I thought I'll pop in and see if they'll give me my booster, and they did. So I had that this morning. So I've got my 3rd vaccine now. So that's good. So I'm feeling very safe. Yvonne, hi, Cheryl, reading Echoes of War by Tanya Blanchard. It's so good. We love Tanya. Vivian is just started Benevolence by Julie Jansen. Joy is reading Wild Place by Christian White. Faye is reading Joe Cinque's Consolation by Helen Garner. Faye, I'm going to stop right there. That is one of my favourite books, and I read that book in one sitting many, many years ago. I lived in this apartment in Surrey Hills, and it was a Saturday morning, and I picked it up, and I could not put that book down. And do you know what I didn't realise, Faye? Because I didn't know what Joe Cinque looked like. And it wasn't until you finished the book, there was a tiny little photo of Joe at the end. Oh, so beautiful. Anyway, I really love Helen Garner. I love Joe Cinque, and I love The First Stone, of course, and all her other work. Jess, I'm reading Winter's Children by Lee Fleming. Fabulous. Geraldine, Judy Commander. That was such a good read. Now, there's the details. Don't forget, Christmas party, 15th of December, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. There is a link in the comments for you to enter the competition, and you can win $100. Helen loved Kate Lambrook last night. Could have gone for hours. Yeah, it was a long segment as well. Oh, there's Ciao Bella. There's Kate Lambrook's book. I wanted to put that up there because she's so much fun. It's such a great memoir, and she was a star last night. So make sure. I think it would make a perfect gift for anyone. Now, don't forget, you can buy any of these books now. You just need to go to our website, find the book, and click through, and you can buy it through any of our affiliates. Joan is reading The Dictionary of Lost Words. Kim is reading The Escape from Woodlands Nursing Home by Joanna Nell, and we love Joanna Nell. Joe says, Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, Joe. Thanks for adding to my TBR pile each week. Love this segment, currently reading Falling. Thank you, Joe. I mean, we really love this segment too, but I think it's energy at both ends. It's our energy for sure, but it's also your energy and the speed that you come in on comments and all your interesting comments, and that's what makes it such a dynamic segment. I love it. Christine, currently reading The Shadow House by Anna Dowles. Well, she's going to be with us for our Christmas party. She's actually going to be right here in the office, and she'll be drinking champagne. Don't forget, have yourself a drink. I'm going to be drinking champagne. I'm sure Jane's going to be drinking champagne. But you can drink whatever you like. You can drink champagne, wine, beer, coffee, tea, but get into festive mode, right? Geraldine, I've just finished the audio book of Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Amazing. Speaking of audio, we've got some visually impaired people who tune into this segment. All the books that we're talking about today are available on audio. So just in case I forget to point them out. So that's fantastic. And what else we got? Danielle. Hi, Cheryl. I have 2 books on the go. I'm currently reading Paper Place by Miranda Cowley-Heller and The Judge's List, which is John Grisham, I think. There we go. Okay, now I've got to talk about a few books. Jackie French. Isn't this the most beautiful cover? Don't we all love Jackie French? This is her latest historical novel. It's set in 1850 Australia. It defies the myth of colonial women as merely wives and servants. And of course, that's our doorbell. But of course, this is available in audio through Belinda Audio. Okay, I've got so many books. I've got a couple of Jackie French. This was Jackie's previous book. Look at that beautiful cover as well. Don't forget to tell me what you're reading. Oh, this is gorgeous. It's called To the Sea by Nikki Crutchley. A dark and twisted, gripping new thriller about a family filled with secrets, living a secluded life by the ocean. That looks just so beautiful. Look at that sense of place right there that you can see. So can we talk about my favourite person, Christos Chalkos? This is a really extraordinary book. It's a book about a guy called Chris Chalkos who goes away for a couple of weeks to write in a cabin, and it's about what he's going to write about in a way. Very clever, very moving, very wonderful. I spoke to him the other day. We recorded a podcast. That podcast is out now, and I highly recommend you listen to it. It was such a wonderful conversation. I love him a lot. We've got similar backgrounds, Chris and I. We're similar ages, and I've just always been a very big fan of his. He's the author of The Slap, as you will remember. A lot of you will know. And he's really, I think, one of the great Australian contemporary fiction writers. Okay, so that podcast is out now. All right, let me get through. Joanne, so many of my favourite authors, best Christmas party ever. It is going to be the best Christmas party ever. Last year we did it and we just kind of did it off the cuff because we couldn't have people in the office. And so we've decided to go again because really it's a Christmas party for you guys, right? And so many of you told us how much they enjoyed it. And for some people, it was the only Christmas party they went to that year. So anyway, Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Natalie's reading Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. I'm 50 pages in and loving it so far. Thanks for another great year of Thursdays. It's a pleasure. Don't forget, this is our last Thursday of this segment only. Reggie. Hi, Reggie. She's reading The Heron's Cry by Anne Cleves. Jane, I'm reading Crimson Lake by Candice Fox. So Candice Fox is going to be with us for the Christmas party. She's coming to our party. She's going to be in the office because she doesn't live far from here. So she's going to be in the office drinking champagne with us and talking to you people. So that's going to be fun. Christine is reading Secrets of a Happy Marriage. Melissa, hi, Melissa. Just finished The Women's Pages by Victoria Perman. We love Victoria. She's usually tunes into this segment, so she might answer you. And just started The Unusual Abduction of Avery Conifer by Isla Evans, which has been such a popular book this year. Excited to hear Monica McInerney is joining us next week. She is indeed, and she's joining us via. She's going to be streaming in on video because she lives in Adelaide. Okay, Cheryl, I've just started reading Wild Place by Christian White. Wonderful. Kerry, hi, Cheryl. This week I'm reading The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. Just finished Lady Sunshine, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Paula is enjoying Nancy Business. Natasha, loving recently nominated After Story by Larissa Barrett for my book club, and The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth on audiobook. First time reading one of Sally's. Now, don't forget, all these books that we talk about today are available on audio. And also all these books that we talk about today you can purchase through our website. Fasmina, hi there. Hi, Fasmina. I'm reading A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. Christine, I'm currently reading The Devil's Work. Awesome book. Danielle, hi Cheryl, how are you? I'm well, thank you for asking, Danielle. I'm really good, actually. It's kind of getting down towards the end of the year. What am I trying to say? It's the countdown is what I'm saying. We've only got another week and a bit in the office, and then we're all going to take some holidays. And I hope you get a holiday too. Hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Thank you. Always look forward to Thursdays. Oh, thank you, Danielle. We do too. So we will see you the next Thursday will be in February. Joanne, just finished Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. At Her Best, she just started Devotion by Hannah Kent. Wonderful. Her writing completely draws you in. Love it. Both of those books are really good. Hey, has anybody been watching that series on the ABC? I am up to the 3rd episode, which is, I think, the final episode. I am really enjoying it. It's Claudia Carvan. What's that series called? Can somebody help me? Books That Made Us, right? And do you know, I watched episode 1 and 2 and really enjoyed them, but also I reckon 90% of the authors that appeared on that show we've spoken to, we've recorded a podcast with. So there you go. We're contemporary as well, we're current, and we're giving you access to these authors and their stories. Okay, Linda, hi Linda. I've just finished Fancy Meeting You Here by Ali Berg and Michelle Kalaus. Loved it. That's a book we've been talking about, actually. Have I got that here? No, I haven't, but we have been talking. Oh, here's the Kate Lambrook. I've just found it. There it is sitting right here. Gosh, honestly, there it is. There's Ciao Bella. We've got it right here. Don't forget, great Christmas present. Okay, The Freedom of Birds by Stephanie Parkin. Sweeping new historical fiction. Isn't that the most beautiful cover? From Napoleon's France to Italian theatres, this is an unforgettable tale of love, hope and friendship. And that, of course, is also available in audio. Don't you love that cover? That's beautiful. Okay, what else have I got? What have I got here? The Witcher, Blood of Elves. Okay, so this is out now, and it's the new season of The Witcher is out on Netflix as well. And it's this based upon the hit. So is the book, I'm confused here. So it's a film tie-in. Okay. So the series, the TV series is based on the book, is what I'm trying to say. Is that right? Okay, so you can see I've got a whole team of great people in the office. Now, I mean, a lot of you joined Vanessa Mclaren's segment a couple of weeks ago. She was being interviewed by Rachel Johns. And this is her book called The Beautiful Words. Again, the beautiful cover. And she is the best-selling author of The Valley of Lost Stories, which was Jane's favourite book a few years ago. And this is a new novel about betrayal and forgiveness. The stories tell about the healing power of words. And of course, that's also available in audio. Okay, what else have we got? Tell me what you're reading. Keisha, I missed the segment. You will miss the segment. We'll miss you too, Keisha, but we will be back in February. Keisha's reading Sisters of the Resistance. John is reading The Hunter by Jack Heath. Hi, John. Hey, let us know if you're a newbie. We like that. We like to say a special hello to newbies. Ebony, no, I know you're not a newbie because you're always there, which is wonderful. Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to you. And Ebony's currently reading The Winter Road by Kate Holden. Very much enjoying it and learning a lot about Australia. Christine is still reading The Paris Seamstress. And she says she hopes I'm well and I'm looking forward to a Christmas party next week. Oh, you're looking forward. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the Christmas party, so I'm glad you are too. Sue, I received my delivery of 8 books from Big W yesterday. I have some great holiday reading ahead. Isn't that just the most wonderful feeling when you open up those boxes and then you just know? Julietta, hello. How are you? Julietta's reading Birdie by William Wharton. Julietta is our resident writer. And she's always with us and we love that. Louise Gunn, can't wait for the Christmas party. I think Louise is going to be drinking champagne just from the little emojis that she's got up there. Well, good, because that's what I'm going to be drinking. And Louise is currently reading Night Film by Marissa Pessel and finished audiobook Lies by T.M. Logan. Excellent audio. I've also had my booster shot. Snap! Wow, so you went early as well. Well, there you go. And, you know, so far so good. I don't want to speak too soon, but I am feeling absolutely fine today. And I was fine with the other 2 as well. Okay, Marilyn is reading Middlemarch by George Eliot. Monica, I recently finally read Where the Crawdads Sing after my sister gave it to me for my birthday. Absolutely love that book and will be reading it again. Don't you love reading? Let me know if you do reread books and what books that come to mind that you've reread. Well, you know, one that comes to mind for me is To Kill a Mockingbird. I reread that. But there are others I've reread. I'm just trying to think what they are. Oh, Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Anyway, I'll get onto that. Karen is reading. Hi, Karen. She's reading The Threads That Bind by Annie Seaton. Looking forward to Wednesday competition. Hope you all have a beautiful, safe Christmas. Thanks, Karen, and I hope you do too. Don't forget to enter the competition. The link is there in comments. 10 $100 vouchers to give away. And, you know, that for us is just a gift for you to buy books and to support bookshops. Eileen, she's reading Still Me by Jojo Moyes, and finally 2 years after I bought the book. Well, that doesn't matter. You know what we always say here? It's the book is new until you read it. David Hart, hello. David is a friend of mine. He's reading The Promise by Damon Galgut, and also the Booker Prize winner, and maybe he's reading it for book club, I think. Anyway, Vivian, best book I've read this year, The Heat's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. I've read it twice this year and I'd highly recommend it, a new favourite. Thank you, Vivian. Barbie, just started reading Honeybee. Now, Barbie featured in that, not Barbie, you feature here in our segment a lot, but Honeybee, the author was on that ABC series with Claudia Carvin. And what's the Honeybee author's name? Craig Silvey. And he spoke really beautifully. Gosh, that was a good series. But anyway, and there was a lot of discussion around that book. I loved Claudia Carvin. I like her a lot as an actor, but I really liked her in this series. And I liked how emotional she got about. She cried quite a few times in the segment. And I reckon I'd be the same. You know, really lovely. Anyway, so enjoy Honeybee, Barbie. Kelly, almost finished Too Much Sleep by Melissa Luchenko, who also featured in the series, was inspired by the author interview on the ABC program, Books That Made Us. Absolutely. Wasn't she wonderful? She came across really well, down to earth, wonderful. Karen, The Spy's Wife by Fiona McIntosh, and Go Tell the Bees I Am Gone by Diana Gabaldon is what she's reading. You're going to be busy for a few days, Karen. Sue is reading Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And Karen, Still Life is Fabulous. Yes, it is. Vanessa, just about to start The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Sharon, hi Sharon, I'm about to start Daughter of the River Country by Diana Bryan. Okay, what else have we got? I've got to keep going. All right, I'm not quite sure. Oh, here we go, Sarah Foster. Wonderful cover yet again, and I think it matches my top. The podcast is out now. I had a great conversation with Sarah, and it's set in the terrifying near future. This is a compelling female dystopian thriller, and I know a few of you have read it and really enjoyed it. I want to talk about Anne Patchett, These Precious Days, and I think I said this before, this is Anne's dog. This is a really lovely collection of short stories and essays, really beautiful book to dip in and dip out of. And I recorded a podcast with her. It's not out yet, but it'll be out soon. And she's wonderful. Really love chatting with her. Okay, what else have we? I've still got a bit of time, so I'm going to slow down. What have we got? Sue loved Monica McInerney's The Godmothers. Well, you can tell her that next Wednesday night when she's joining us for the Christmas party. Sabine is reading the second book of the Seven Sisters, really liking the series. Meredith, hi Meredith, is just starting Falling by TJ Newman, who it was a wonderful book this year. And we had TJ as one of the Meet the Authors on a Wednesday night. Denise, thank you for a great year of recommendations. It's a pleasure, Denise. We love doing this segment. Love hearing about all the new books. And Merry Christmas to you too, Denise. Karen, yes, the ABC show was great. It's really great. As I said, I haven't watched the third episode, but I think I might watch that tonight. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Jessica, I have watched it and it's fantastic. So a few of you have. Sarah, the wonderful Sarah Barry. Gosh, we were talking about your book, I think, last week. I don't know if I've got that here. Can somebody hand me to Sarah Barry? She's with us on What Are You Reading? She's getting some great book recommendations from everybody. Good. So Sarah's a wonderful writer. Richa, hi Cheryl, I'm currently reading The Hush by Sarah Foster. There is The Hush, right? Wonderful. And this is Sarah Barry's book. And we're going to hold that up because she's right there. And she's looking for book recommendations as well. But it's a thriller and it's about a woman who hunts down criminals. And it's set on the Central Coast. Wonderful read and a wonderful cover. Thank you, Sarah, for joining us. Janine is reading Books That Made Us along with the ABC series. Wonderful. Kaz reading Still by Matt Nable. That's a book that's just really lasted. Some books just keep going. Hi, Bianca. Bianca's reading The End of the Affair by Graeme Greene. Oh, wow. So reading a classic. Is that your first time, Bianca? I'd be curious to know, or is that something that you're rereading? Tracy, I'm looking forward to the beautiful words. It sounds wonderful and the cover is gorgeous. Great. Joanne, really enjoying Books That Made Us. Claudia is fangirling over books and authors like I do. Just got Boss by Patrick White from the library, but can't wait to read everything Helen Garner has ever written. It really was, the series worked really well because it did want to make you to read, it did entice you to read books that you may not have read. It's really fabulous. And you know what I liked about it too? It was very unpretentious. It's just her love of reading, and every author that she spoke to I thought was so interesting. Really enjoyed it. Actually, that's a segue. She spoke to Michael Muhammad Ahmed. Michael Muhammad Ahmed, that wonderful Western Sydney author who wrote The Elves, and he featured in the first and second episode, I think. Well, Michael runs an organisation called Sweatshop, and it's a literacy movement, and it's to support diversity in writing. Now, he's just sent me a whole stack of books. I'm going to show you them, but I haven't read them yet. So these are some of the books that they're producing over in Sweatshop. I have read this one and we have talked about this before, After Australia, collection of short stories. But here they are. And if you're looking for something to read that's slightly different, jump onto the Sweatshop website and have a look. And as I said, he was on that series as well. I really like him, a nice guy. Hey, listen, Jodie Pico, Wish You Were Here. all of you are loving this book. I read all the comments and everyone's loving and enjoying it. Now, you know her, that was her previous book. There's no, I don't need to tell you about Jodie. You guys know it and love it. Okay, so Dinah Jeffries. That's the book, Daughters of War. Now, I know many of you read it and loved it. I recorded a podcast with her, and I think she was coming out of the UK. What a wonderful, listen to the podcast, because she was so funny and so chatty. But when she turned 60, she was living in Spain somewhere, and it was the global financial crisis. And apparently her and her husband lost all their money and something went terribly wrong financially for her. And she decided that she needed to write a book to make money. And, pie in the sky stuff, really, because how often does this happen? And at the age of 60, she started writing and became a best-selling author. She was so inspirational. I love chatting with her. She was so funny, such a great conversationalist. They're her books. Listen to the podcast. Okay, what else have we got? Helen, currently reading Wildlands by Nicole Alexander. Hi, Mary. Sue, I tried to buy The Beautiful Words today, but no shop had it. I was looking forward to reading it as it had good reviews. Hopefully that'll be back in stock soon. Kylie, I'm well, thank you, Kylie. Kylie's currently reading The Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley Heller. Maria, reading Wild Place by Christian White. And thanks for the recommendations this year, Cheryl, and have a Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you, Maria. Another author, we love our authors on What Are You Reading? Marianne O'Connor. Thank you, Marianne, and Merry Christmas to you too. Marianne says, you bring such wonderful energy to the Australian book industry and to us all. Thank you, and thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much, Marianne. But you know what? It's stories and it's books like yours that just give us so much entertainment and solace, hasn't it? It's been such a tough year. Anyway, we'll talk about that at the Christmas party, but it's been such a tough year. And I really do think, Marianne, that books like yours have given all of us escapism, has given us solace, and, reading gives us hope as well. So thank you to you as a writer and, of course, as a reader. Mary, Reading Matters of the Heart is what Mary's reading by Fiona Palmer. I have the long weekend to read on the weekend. Good. Also reading Unforgiven by Sarah Barry, who's joining us today as well. Yvonne, cannot have too many new books. You can't, Yvonne. It's just not possible. Madeline, hi, Madeline. Just started reading Devotion by Hannah Kent. Wonderful. Kylie, The Spy's Wife is what she's reading by Fiona McIntosh and loving it. Sully May, hi, Sully May, reading The Island of Missing Trees by Elif Shafak. Kylie, I got to still get my booster shot. Oh, Kylie's still got to get her booster shot, but I wasn't too well with the other two. Oh no, bummer, Look, crossing my fingers. I was fine with all of them, I think. I think I'm okay. Unless something drastic happens tonight, I'm okay. But then I think I'm kind of pretty much a resilient person. I'm not that I'm saying that you aren't, but, people respond to things differently. But good luck with it, Kylie. Bianca, yes, I will enjoy it. Now, don't forget to enter the competition. Linda, I've read The Time Traveller's Wife by Audrey Niffeninger twice and due for a third read soon. Do you know what? I've read that twice soon. I love that book. I met Audrey a few years back around the time when she was promoting that book. She's really quiet and beautifully spoken person. But yes, that is a book that's really just turned out to be a modern classic. Patricia just finished Silka's Journey. It has been on my to-read list for 12 months. Always have a large to-read pile. Just started Echoes of War by Tanya Blanchard. I'm loving it. Tracy said she reread The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. Yeah, and she rereads it occasionally. Donna is reading Miss Dior by Justin Picardi. Diana, Bianca, I'm not entering this year, Cheryl, because I won last year and I'm not that greedy, even if it's about books. Gosh, Bianca, what a wonderful person you are. I mean, I've been saying that for a couple of years now, back to when you helped me out when I was in Perth. So thank you for that. But please join us anyway. Have a drink, any kind of drink. It can be a cordial. I'm having champagne, but join us that night. Jenny is reading Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. Yvonne, Isla Evans' new book, Abduction and Bite. of Avery Conifer. Kylie says Honeybee was a great book. It was. Cheryl says, I never reread books. Too many new titles waiting for me. There you go. That's what you do. I love that. Christine, I have to reread To Kill a Mockingbird so many times. I need to replace the book. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right. Bianca says, hopefully we passionate readers can pressure ABC to bring back the book club or something similar. Yes, that would be good. Yvonne, Claudia Carver was very good and very passionate about books. She was wonderful. I love her so much. Do you know, I remember her in a movie with Judy Davis called High Tide. Does anyone remember that? She was a teenager. She was playing a young girl. And that movie, I think, is wonderful. Actually, I went back and rewatched that recently, and I enjoyed it so much. Okay, now I think we're just about to finish up. Julietta, I'm always reading books twice. I reread Boy Swallows Universe straight away, just so it would sink in. Wow, isn't that wonderful? Okay, all right, that's it. We've got to go. This, as I said, this is our last What Are You Reading segment for the year. Thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do for us at Better Reading. You make such a valuable contribution to this community, and really it's about you, and it's about the readers, and it's about the wonderful writers as well and their wonderful stories. And we're just a conduit, you know, just to bring you, the reader, and you, the writer, together. And I hope we do that for you. So thank you so much. I know it's been a tough year for so many of you. So I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and New Year. But join us next week, next Wednesday night. It'll be Jane and I. But for this segment, thank you again. And